Steam is bad, actually, for multiple reasons, and here's why. Now, originally, I wasn't going to mention this game by name, but we're talking about Steam games, and I need to give an example of what I'm talking about. Alright, so on my gaming channel, Rec Gaming, which I used to post to daily, like a year ago or something, I played this game called Censorship is Back, right? I made a few episodes about it. It was a fun, janky 3D platformer, and I thought, Crash-inspired platformer, that's interesting, because that was, I think, in one of the descriptions it said that, right? I thought to myself, yeah, it kind of feels like Crash, right? So I go into the description of the store page. So we have the store page here. And if you scroll all the way down, AI-generated content disclosure. I finished this game, and I had no clue it had AI-generated content. The developers describe how their game uses AI-generated content like this. AI played a key role in the development of this game, enhanced both the creative and the technical aspects, from generating detailed textures to assisting in the creation of 3D models. AI helped bring this game world to life with greater efficiency and precision. Additionally, AI contributed to coding and the creation of promotional materials, ensuring a high-quality experience both in-game and on the store page. This isn't just a tool that was in one step of the process. AI was integrated into this entire game experience, even with the marketing. And that doesn't sit right with me. And I didn't want to call this person out, but here's the deal, right? I was sent this. I thought this was just like a little indie developer, right? Who sent me an email and was like, yo, play this game. And I played it. And it was fun. But now knowing that most of it is AI generated content, I feel a little icky about it. And I got sent the sequel also in an email. And as you can see, I downloaded it. But I still haven't played it because I now have learned that this game uses generative AI, which is very, very bad. AI in general, when it comes to creativity, is interesting and kind of horrific. When it comes to generative AI, they take from artists, they take from anything they can find, books, whatever, and use that material. Most of the time, they pirate it. They don't actually pay for the material that they're using the AI for in terms of like how the AI was developed, which is very problematic. Basically, generative AI steals from actual human artists without their permission, which is really bad, right? It's the generative AI that is mostly the problem here, because generative AI does not create. It copies and it meshes and it like weaves itself in with other things and then calls it original when it really isn't. So that is just one example of a game using AI as a tool. I'm going to make another video at some point going through all of my Steam games in my library and seeing which ones use AI and which ones don't, because they have to put that at the bottom of the description. Also, why is it at the bottom of the description? It's hidden unless you do show more. Not everybody clicks show more. So this AI feature is like really hidden, really shady, Steam. Why can't you make it front and center, right? So that's one reason why Steam is bad, actually. Another reason, the whole Mastercard debacle. Now, I know that there was a certain sect, a certain group of people that don't agree with like certain games, right? Here's the deal. I don't play those games, right? But I do think that we should have a place to express creative freedom, even if it's creative freedom that not everybody necessarily agrees with, you know what I mean? Because that's free speech, right? Because if you start censoring these people for making this kind of art, it's just a downhill slope from there of now you're saying that you can have free speech, but you can't do this. You know, that's censorship, and that's bad, right? So then all these games got removed from Steam, from itch.io. Not a great situation. I would never play those games personally. I know people do though. So not a lot for me to say on this topic. There's been multiple videos on this Mastercard debacle that I'll link in the description because they're more insightful. And it's an insane situation about a very vocal minority that just kind of ruined it for everybody, basically. So, yeah. You don't own any games you buy. and there's no physical copies of the games on Steam, as far as I know, unless the developer is actually pushing for physical copies, like, say, Baldur's Gate, right? I know it's not a Steam, well, it's technically a Steam game, but it's in its own launcher, so it's a weird kind of in-between, right? But if you buy a game on Steam, right, let's say Steam removes the game, it's gone. Mouthhole is a good example. I downloaded Mouthhole. It is on my desktop, but if I try to launch it, guess what? It can't be launched. You want to know why? Because Mouthhole is no longer available on the Steam store. So now I literally cannot play it, even though I downloaded it when it was up. This whole Steam situation, very like anti-ownership, and I don't like that, right? In order to get your game on Steam, you must pay Steam $100, right? So I actually made a game, and it was on my main channel. And not a lot of people know about it. It's like a little secret because not everybody finishes my videos. So if you actually finish one of my videos, you'll realize that I made a video game, right? That nobody played. And so because of that, I was like, ooh, let's put it on Steam. It costs $100 to put it on Steam. So I'm not going to put it on Steam, right? It's still on itch for free, by the way. And it was always going to be free because it's a little visual novel, choose your own adventure kind of project that I had fun making. But in retrospect, it's not great. It's like a stick figure game because I can't draw for the life of me. Now, years ago, when I would look up an indie game on Steam, right, most times, if it wasn't super popular, no in-depth videos were made about it. But I feel like every single time I find a really cool niche indie game on Steam, I look it up on YouTube, somebody's already made an in-depth video about it. I'm like, this game just came out. How did you do that? What? I'm super confused because I always want to make videos about stuff that hasn't been made yet. This channel's a little bit different because it's just me talking about stuff. But main channel wise, I really want the focus to be like, okay, I'm making a video that nobody else has made because that's very important to me, right? So the topics are super niche because of it. Basically now that's no longer the case when it comes to Steam. In a way, itch has now become the place for like new underground indie games that nobody's talking about, and I love that. So for future reference, that's probably where I'm going to look for games now because like I'm kind of sick of Steam the more I think about it. Besides, itch has video games, game assets, printable games, comics, game jams, and VTuber programs amongst a lot of other stuff, which is really cool. Most of which is possible to run in browser without downloads and without an account. It's amazing. It's an amazing site. If you do download whatever program you're looking at, it's on your computer without itch needing to run in the background or have a server or something like that. Unlike Steam. Oh, also, itch has mobile games too, which I didn't realize until researching for this video. Itch is truly the Bandcamp of game development in all the best ways. And that's all I've had scripted. I mean, I did bullet points for this video. Honestly, if you're kind of sick of Steam like I am, if you're sick of practices where companies just want you on their server and like, that's it. Right? Like when they could very easily switch it to like, oh, if you downloaded the game, you have it forever. No, Steam is not like that. It's like a server-based thing. So if you download a game, they remove it from Steam. Bye-bye, game gone. That's not how it should be, right? The older I get, the less I like Steam. And I think itch is just better in general for so many reasons.